The very first issue of Discard, which is probably floating around there, like the episode beta 1A or some shit. Anyway, was about quantum entanglement itself and the reality behind this whole huge, giant, apparent lick that I went on, which I explained in the actual first episode, which is 3 episodes ago. But welcome to this one. I lost count. I found balls though. Check it out. Why not? These are for painting. I'll probably paint them, but look, see, this is. I know. So much cooler suddenly. Anyway, quantum entanglement. So that's what I want to do. I want to go straight into quantum entanglement, and then I think I've said enough, and that's enough for you guys to watch, get hooked on, and move on with your lives or something. I'm hoping. This I'm hoping for. My pocket dog may not survive. That's not what happens. It's a pocket dog. Anyway, so the reality is this, okay? First thing I want to do is say this. What rights, Miss LeeLee, Miss Atkins, even do you think you have to even speak on something like quantum entanglement? And this is what I'm going to say, and it's rude as shit, as usual, so please make sure your drink is away from my non-smoking ass. My PhD makes your GED look bad. Reverse that. My GED makes your PhD look awful. Truthfully, a great way to determine, I believe, could be pulling it out of my ass as usual, a child's IQ at high school age is a GED. And the problem is this, is that my GED in 8th grade is physical sciences. That's what I remember the most. Hey look, it's a ball. I can just toss it. It's awesome, yay! But yeah, physical sciences and moving on. That's some biology, some chemistry, whatever, blah, 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 until you're in just like particles floating around and having a good time drinking tequila. But anyway, yeah, my GED scores were scary as shit. If you wanted to find the smartest kid in school, it probably would have been me, and that was the worst part, but I knew it. And I would always say to my friends, I'm gonna go to school to get the piece of paper to say I know what I already know, which I have. And that's the worst part. I already have it. Like, my AA was enough. And now I'm about to start working on my master's on paper. Even though I'm way beyond that. Not in my head even, I mean, right-worthy. I'm proud. Even if you aren't, I'm fucking mega proud of myself. Straight up Mega Man style with all the secret passwords forever. Mind blown. Mind blown by my own brain, but that's okay. Nerds, geeks, the geek, oh man, the geek that is the geek of today. I will never forget that. I'm excited. I have a brain circuitry shirt in the mail. Isn't that cool? God, I got a P.O. box for that. Anyway, first thing I want to do is this, because man, do I get pissed about this. I want to define the term hacker, and this sucks, because I have an actual dictionary here. American Heritage Collegiate. Can't be a bad one. But you can open it up and look for H and man, remember your ICQ number. That would be great. Does anyone have that? Yeah, this is what pisses me off. Like, if you really want to get in touch with me, like, literally, memo serve me on Telnet. It's trippy as shit, but I'm curious. Otherwise, you remember my email address. It's the easiest way to me. Trust me. So a hacker, this is bad and sucks, but life goes on. Now, I will say that the second or third comprehension of the word hacker is probably, possibly, completely illicit. However, it is thrown in there for a reason. But then there's the white hat and the black hat hacker, and I prefer to not even give myself any of that. Like, I am a dark artist, therefore, of course, I'm a dark engineer. The darkness that's exactly that. It's darkness, okay? We've had a long discussion about where I fall even in Yoda's world. And I'd love to say I'm this pristine entity of shining brightness, but I am. You just have to go through the darkness to find the light. And it's a long trek through the forest of Endor. Oh no. There is no Lord of the Rings, no Lord of anything. No. I love you, but no. I have a friend who does tats and wants to tattoo runes on my back, and I'm like, no. I know what my tats are, and they're not, no. Do I need runes on my back? Now that but I went straight for my face, dude. Like, I am really not a soft-core individual. I like it hard. Period. My rap music, hard. You know, why? Why is it so hard? Are you kidding me? But I can go through the entire discography of the Roots and then still tell you the hardest song is my favorite, probably. But we'll get to that? Yeah, it reminds me, I owe you guys a podcast, too. Hacker, hey, Hasid. I found Halfpenny earlier. I do have a habit, though. Sometimes we'll sit here and just, like, read this dictionary. I love that there's Latin, you know. Is that cool? Do you know that? Go to the dollar store. Truthfully, go to the Dollar Tree or the Family Dollar if you can afford to spend more than one. But get your quarters together. Your laundry quarters, literally. And go to the fucking dollar store and at least own a dictionary. That's my first advice. Because I'll tell you right now, there's 2 books you can get in jail easily. One is that Ishlikal book of strange, non-knowledge-based nonsense where everybody needs to keep their clothes off, or beware of the snake, or snake even. Or the dictionary, which you can usually buy off the commissary list, but yeah, it's a fucking book that you can buy inside the wall. I'm working to change that, but that's me. So hackamore, hackaberry, hacker. Okay, 1A, it's informal. 1A, one who is proficient at using or programming a computer buff. Now that term itself is so lenient that now I even know people are running around and they're hackers just because they think they are, which is awful. Never should happen. Never should have happened. Good luck. Oh, you're making me look bad. Good for you. You're just like taking away my actual real name. Nice. The other B, one who illegally enters another's electronic system as to gain secret information. That's it? Cool. That's not a hacker. It says it in the dictionary for a reason. That's what people believe. So, one hand, either it's just super hardcore computer buff, but on the other hand, hackers are still cracking into people's computer systems. Cracking. You would have to crack into it. Yay, it's cool. But anyway, yay! It's like password cracking is the first thing that comes to my head, but really? I wanna have this conversation with anyone. Especially you. If you don't get it, I just turn it off now and move. Stick and move, dude. Stick and move. Finish your masturbation session later. One who demonstrates poor or mediocre ability. Isn't it funny how everything just like turns around like that? Sucks, man. Especially in a sport. Well, a hack is a hack, dude. And if you're a hack of a hacker, then yeah, you would fit into the second. But the first one is weird. It's too broad. MIT in around 2000 again had a great definition, and that was one who hacks at code, literally, in order to make it basically do what it needs to do or what it should do. That's the kind of hacker that I am. In fact, OpenCourseWare and I, we're like this, at least in my head. I'm probably going to end up, teaching a class based on their literature. I'm like, wow, why am I not just like e-teaching? This is ridiculous. This is gay. It's all just a bunch of gay stuff. But yeah, also, you need a thesaurus, Roget's. Can you still tell me anything about a hacker? Really? I didn't think so. Anyway, quantum entanglement. You have a set of particles and you have another set of particles. They're dancing around. The advent of matrix philosophy and experimentation in time travel, space-time continuum travel started happening. I love it. Started happening in the 2000s also. I don't know what happened, but my brain broke when I figured out how to time travel. Physics has proven I want to balance them, man. I wonder if I can. But past, present, and future all happen at the same time. 3 balls bouncing. But what the bleep down the rabbit hole? Don't let me take credit. Anyway, so particles are floating around inside someone. We'll say, because a person is just a bunch of particles in the end. And then they meet. Well, they weren't that close. Couple times. And then they speak, even if it's only mentally. And that's really a big question in modern science. Can these particles meet? If they're just particles, they have to physically be in the same room. Okay, but I know hackers so well sometimes that I don't. And as Lonely Island would say. Anyway, but yeah, they don't. So imagine this is what happens. So I'm just floating around kind of really badly, actually. Matrix philosophy on my side, Veil of Maya is gone. And that's something I'll talk about again later. And I run into a hacker, or a group thereof. And I want to do some really awesome, like, sleight of hand trick. But yeah, our particles become, like, entwined. And then that individual went off and lived their life, and I went off and lived my life. But the particles that are entwined, the particles that are quantum entangled, we're still quantum entangled to the point where we're living our lives like this, or even like this. But every once in a while we meet. Through the entangled particles. And it's like, wait, what? Huh? There's that feeling again, even. Now, of course, this is all theoretical. Like, don't blame me for anything. I'm not a scientist. I'm never going to be one. But this is stuff I kind of gather, and this should help you. Now, I have mentioned it before, and it was weird. Like, right after I took mine down, like, the Hacker News had an article on this. Hacking News had an article on this, too. We're on the same place. And that's the funniest part. It's like, okay, so like a lot of hackers, large amounts are on the same place, but we don't talk. Okay, well, some of us don't really want to talk. A lot of people are more like the general coder who just wants to like sit, it's Plato, the demanding, sit behind a computer all day and just type and not talk to anyone, which is fine. But I do know there are some that do talk, and that sucks because truthfully they're the best friends you'll ever have. Truthfully. Yeah. Underneath all those layers of bullshit, yeah. They really are your friends. So, ideas are like this, okay? And literally going through this quantum entangle idea base and are ours. Not just theirs, and not just mine, they're ours. Between these two quantum entangled sets of particles. Sadly, before now, this individual was unable to even admit that our particles had touched, which is hilarious and too cute. Like, okay, I don't want to get touchy-feely about your particles. LeeLee, ever. You're the cutest dog on the internet, and no, I'm never getting touchy-feely about any of your particles. It's cute. One more, I love you. I'm more. But this is ridiculous. Like, at least let me talk about what's true. So this is what I urge you to do. Go out. First, watch what the bleep down the rabbit hole. It's incredible. I still have my friend Starshine's like right there, which is funny. But it's like, and I still have yet to finish it. Like, one DVD was all I needed, first of all. If your brain breaks and you end up in some kind of nut house, that's cool too. Don't worry about that. That happens, okay? It's just a nut house. Like, these strange, like, ideas about what nuts is and what nuts is not are ridiculous and created by people like your mom even, but definitely mine, you know. Ludicrous. Okay, you have to be a little off kilter to understand anything larger than the table, because realistically, and this sucks, the table is a lot of dense particles to begin with, and then you can think one step further, and I'd love to say this to Chaos himself, my little brother. You go one step further with a table, and then realize the table, if it's wood, okay, but that's a piece of natural science to begin with. So what is it really made of? My instincts go historically, backtrack. That's instinctual for me. Historically, backtrack, because I'm kind of a history nerd. It's all weird, you know. I'm so strange. But yeah, history, love it. But it's very, very modern, and then some old, I don't even know, man. More to follow. Not even more than, but yeah, even natural science itself to note, like, what exactly is this wooden table? I know this is IKEA brand Formica. Formica particle board. Formica. You're spoiling yourself with your particle board. I love it, sweet. So, well, I don't even want to know what Formica is. Please stop. I think. Go cook. And I do. Well, sadly, detrimentally to my own strange food hooker pimp status. Ho. Just know you're still a hoe. Anyway, so that's it. Now you can fight with me on the PhD thing. You can fight with me on any of these ideas if that's what you really want to do. I'd rather people take the initiative, inertia, find it, and grab their balls solidly and actually get on some kind of device such as this, and we can record the conversation, because I'm up for it. I know nothing and stumble frequently around actual real people. Like, whoa, I'm good at this, but man, am I awful at it. Anyway, I love you. Amore. See you next time.